Yo, what is going on, guys? So this is a bit of a weird video right here because I normally don't do stuff that's you know nothing to do with the game, and I kind of wanted to get to bring you guys into this video. So as I told in my last video, or actually my last two video, uh, I said there was something wrong with my computer, and I said it was fixed, but eventually something happened to it again, and I kind of got fed up with it. So I kind of wanted to just re-upgrade it, not like completely, but like mostly swap out the main parts. And the reason why is because it kept overheating, it kept crashing, it nearly crashed just for rendering my last video. And it also, like, when I mean like overheat, it overheated. Like, it was at 40 to 50 degrees Celsius just on the home screen. That's way too warm just to be at the home screen. Actually, even too hot. And the when I took it to a place called Altex to get it repaired, see what was wrong with it, the mechanic said that one of the pins on my processor burnt a little, and I would have to slow down what I'm doing, which means like might as well just get something new or stop doing what you're doing completely. So chose to go with the completely like different build, mostly just the motherboard and the processor, but I also got some accessories like a new liquid cooler as well that'll be more quiet and keep the temps low, and a new hard drive as well. So let's just get into like what I got. Okay, so as you can tell, this seems a little overkill. So we've got the i9 9900K processor. This thing goes to 8 cores at I think 16 threads. The highest overclock you can go to is 5 gigahertz, which I won't be doing. I mostly got this just because of its 16 threads and 8 cores. Also, this is a great processor for gaming. Probably like the best processor for gaming. And I got the ROG Maximus 11 Hero, which is like the best motherboard to put with this processor. This is like the combo right here. And I also got a Corsair H115i Pro. I did want to get the big one, like the huge one with the one with like 3 fans, because what my plan was, so this is my computer now, you really can't see it because like it's all dark in there and I have like no color in there, but as you can like kind of see ish, there are 3 fans right here. Actually, you know what, I'm gonna take the side off. Okay, so I took the side panel off, so if you could really see it, there's my graphics card right here, the GTX 1080. Still to this day a beast graphics card. I still I kind of want to upgrade graphics card, but there's really no point to right now because there's gonna be like a RTX 30 something, so there's really no point. And this is my liquid cooler now. I also feel like there's something wrong with this as well because I had it for 2 years, and normally that's the lifespan of a liquid cooler, especially just for like a stock one like this and everything. So my plan for the new liquid cooler was that I was gonna put the radiator against these 3 fans, so it would be blowing air through the radiator through here. But they didn't have any of those in stock, so I kind of went with the next best option. So what I'm gonna do is do the same thing, except having air, which is the fans right here, blow air out through here. I'm gonna have pull air in because there's like a little gap right here, so it'll pull air through here, and I'll have this fan right here be the exhaust fan. So that's my whole plan for this update of my computer. Also kind of want to clean it out because you can't really tell, but there is dust in there, so I also want to clean that out as well. And I'll just leave you guys I'll just update you guys further on. All right, guys, so I think it's been about maybe like an hour lately, so I've got like most of it done by now. I finally got the motherboard and the graphics card out here. I'll just show you guys right now. So I finally got the motherboard out, cleaned off the processor. I know you see that dot right there. That's like some leftover thermal paste. That just won't come off. That's actually kind of normal, but it won't do anything. You just got to put a new thermal paste on. And we got the Beast GTX 1080. So, yep, love this thing. Just got to put it back down right there. So, can't really see it, but crap ton of cables everywhere. And I gotta take off this I/O shield because my motherboard doesn't have, it has its built-in. And there's like, it's all empty now. So all that's left is just the power cords and the case cords. So now I'm gonna put this motherboard and I had, this was so annoying to take apart. That liquid cooler right there, it was so annoying to take apart. Like, look at all these cables. I had to like cut through all the zip ties and everything. So whenever I get that board in there, I'm just gonna take this one out for this beauty right here. Can't really see it because it's so dark. So finally got the liquid cooler out. Very nice to have it out. And let me put that right back up in here. It's so hard to keep everything organized right now because I had to grab my drill box to put like this, because I'm gonna soon eventually put it just in there with this bag in there. So yeah, that's basically what's happened. I had to clean off the processor and everything, and my room's already a mess. So I'll let you guys know when I install the new motherboard. Alright guys, update on the computer. So as you can see, I finally got the new motherboard mounted up. It was actually a really tight fit to get this in. I had to take this fan off, and luckily I completely forgot that this comes with the pre-installed I/O shield, so I'm really glad for that because that just made my job so much easier. And I already installed the power supply again, so I disconnected it so I can like re-knot or tie all the cables so everything's, you know, by itself again. And now I'm just gonna do way better cable management than I did the first time. And as you can see, there's our beautiful focus i9-9900K, dude. That is a beast processor. And I got the Corsair 32 gigabytes of RAM at 3200 megahertz. So this pairing with that is gonna be so nice. And yeah, like I said, this was a tight fit. Like, it fit like a glove, but it was pretty tight. Like, I find, like, again, that standoff to perfectly fit right there, and then there as well. So from the looks of everything, and I also put my M.2 down here. I originally wanted to put it up here, but like, as you can sort of tell by, sorry I'm not that good with cable. It's a bit chipped because I tried to use this screwdriver right here, and as you can tell, well, can't really because I suck with cameras. I chipped it a little because this was a bit too small. Then I tried this bigger one, the one that it mostly takes. Why is it so blurry? Hold up. All right, there we go. So yeah, I tried using this one and it was too big, and I didn't have anything else. And then I tried to use this again, and it sort of chipped it a little. And then I finally got this, so I can like easily just swap out, you know, the driver part. So now that I finally got that, it was a little too late for me now, so it is what it is. But I also got this little magnetic tray and just this little jar full of like the case screws that I put all the glass panels on. So from the looks of everything, it's all going great. And as you can see, my bed's a complete mess. Like, I put my old liquid cooler, because I moved, as you can clearly tell by my old room now. I moved, and we lost the box to my power supply and my liquid cooler. So I'm really glad I have enough cables to like power this whole computer up. So yep. And I realized I suck with cameras. I just realized I just stared at a DeWalt drill box with the liquid cooler in it. And I didn't show you this, but I also put the hard drive in. I got a 4 terabyte Seagate hard drive. So that's where I'm going to put most of my games and like videos and stuff. And I'm just going to use my M.2 for like the main games that I play and like software stuff like Windows. And we've got the liquid cooler. I'm pretty sure I said this. I wanted to get the 3 fans. It's like 5 o'clock now. I've been at this for 3 hours because it took me so long to take everything out and make sure I don't break anything. But we got this liquid cooler, which it may look like it's the same size as my old one, but the fans are actually bigger, and the radiator, I think, is actually thicker as well. So that's good as well. And it's got like a nice little LED thing. To me, it looks a lot better than that. But either way, I'm gonna install this and re-update you guys. These fans are a lot bigger than I thought. Like, this thing is about the size of my entire hand, which is pretty big. But see this little heatsink right here? And these little screw holes, can't really see them, like that and that. That big ass heatsink. It doesn't fit this way, dude. That kind of sucks. So that kind of means what I'm gonna have to do is take these 3 fans down and put them at the top and use these big ugly ones where I'm really supposed to show this whole thing off on the front. Or I could really just get custom fans, but I really don't want to spend the money, and plus it's gonna do the same performance. So it is what it is. I'm gonna have to mount the radiator on the front and move these 3 fans, 2 on top and 1 in the back. So that kind of sucks, because the way I was gonna go with it was kind of just have air pull out through here and have it exhaust through here. And I was gonna have like the logo and everything kind of look like this. That was gonna be my plan, to make it look as clean and impact looking as possible, but from the looks of it, that's not gonna happen with these big ass fans. Oh my god, I wish that other place had, the place where I got all of my parts had the 3 fans, because I would have put all 3, it would have mounted on this whole thing right here perfectly, and I could have just used these fans as just intake and exhaust. But dude, that sucks. Seriously, like the radiator, or not the radiator, the heatsink is that big. Like, I'm glad it's a good heatsink, but like, damn. Like, I'm trying to see if I can like shimmy its way in, but I don't think it's gonna go in, man. Alright, well, I gotta unmount it and mount it in front, take all these fans out, dude. Oh my god, I hate my life. Alright guys, so it's been about another like 2 hours, and I know it's really bright because I have the flashlight on, because I got something to show you. And it's not great news. It's about the water cooler, and no, I didn't break it or anything. It's completely in working condition. Did that record? Okay. So yeah, it's in like working condition. It's just, it was one, here, let me show you guys. Okay, so here it is right here, because I mounted it right here. At first, I was gonna mount it, you know, under here and have it blow air down. And I can't even put fans up top right here because of the filter, the dust filter. So when I try to put fans under here, this heatsink right here is peeking out so much. And you might just say, well, why don't you just get a different motherboard? No. For this monster processor right here, this is like the best motherboard for this processor. So no, I cannot get rid of the motherboard. It has to be the liquid cooler. So I would put, so like it would mount in, like I would be able to mount the radiator, but as soon as I try to mount the fan on the radiator, the fan is so much bigger than I thought. It would hit this and it wouldn't line up right. So I couldn't mount it there. So what I tried to do was, it was gonna look ugly, but it was gonna work. And you can sort of see right here, there's supposed to be like a fan right here. So this is how like it would look. And you know, it looks kind of, you know, ugly-ish. And I can't put fans here either. So my plan was gonna have it put the fans here and it would pull air through. And then I was just gonna put the RGB fans that I got that came with the case, 2 up top here and then 1 in the back. But the thing is, the fans that go to this radiator that fit, because here, I'll try to do a size difference. So this is the fan that came with the case that was originally here. And you might just say, well, why don't you mount these fans on the radiator? I tried, but the thing is like, you're supposed to mount them on these little holes right here. But as soon as I put one there, the other one is not long enough. So this, this liquid cooler is too wide for these fans. So I could not do that. And I already just started packing them up, so now I gotta unpack it because I didn't think this through. But let me just get this out. There we go. So like, look at the huge difference right there. I didn't expect them to be that big. That's what she said. So the fan, I try to, you know, mount it this way to pull air in as well. That was going to be my original plan. But this cord right here is too short to reach any like that pin or any of these bottom pins, like right there. It was just too short, it wouldn't reach. So now I gotta take the motherboard, or not the motherboard, the liquid cooler back to Micro Center, get my money back, because I'm not taking store credit because they didn't even have the right liquid cooler. And plus, the dude I was talking to said that this would work. And it could have, but the motherboard was just too thick as well, like the heatsink. But like, either way, it's like, it won't, I'm not going to be satisfied with it because it's got like that right there. So it's going to, one, have like weird air ventilation, because nothing's going to be right here. It's just going to be open. I'm sorry, I suck with the camera. But yeah, it would just have two fans around here, and that's it. So I'm going to take this radiator back, get the one I originally wanted, and hopefully, because the one I want is like the one with 3 fans, so hopefully the size of the fans are the same size of these, because if it's not, I'm going to cry. Like, I really will cry, because this is the type of processor you can't just have an air cooler. It really isn't. It's just not. Even if it's like not even overclocked or anything, you just don't do that. You just can't. It'll overheat. So yeah, so all prayers right here, and I'll see you if I get the right liquid cooler. Alright guys, so it is the next day, and I finally went back to Micro Center, returned the liquid cooler, and guess what they had the next day when they said they were out? They had the right cooler. So I actually originally asked for this one, this exact one. They said they were out of it. I checked online, they said there was 2 left. So I go back just trying to get credit or just get my money back, and I just see 4 of these just sitting there. Brand new, like it's in the plastic and everything. It's brand new, it's not used or anything. So I was a bit mad right there, because then I had to drive all the way back there again, but it's whatever, I got it. And I'll just update you guys when it's inside. Alright guys, so I finally got the radiator mounted up here. I'll try to show you guys right here. Can't really tell, 1 second. There you go. Okay, so I finally got the light on. So I was able to get the liquid cooler mounted, and it'll look pretty clean with these RGB fans that came with the case when I first got it. And then this is how it'll have to be set up, because look how big this the radiator is, dude. This thing is huge. And I know this little, like, I try to cable manage the best I can for this thing, and the way, like, everything is set up, this was the best I could actually do. Like, I'm trying to cable manage while going through the process, which is why it's also taking a bit of extra time. But the thing that bugs me the most about this case is that the cables are going to look like this. Because, like, this is the USB 3 right here that goes to the top right. Normally, there's, like, somewhere around the right side around here. But since this Asus board does not have that, it has to be down here with these ugly, black, bulky cables. And I don't even think that's in all the way. Is it? Is it? Yeah, it's in all the way. So, yeah, I don't really like how this case was, like, designed. Because, like, instead of these weird, like, honeycomb things all around it, like, I don't mind it, but why couldn't it be just like an empty piece right here to make cable management so much nicer? So that's one of the flaws about this right here. And now I just gotta, like, oh yeah, I didn't even say, I also installed the power supply. I completely forgot to record after mounting the liquid cooler, so now I'm trying to just wire everything up to the motherboard. And then I'm going to try to cable manage a bit better. And then I will install the graphics card, which is when you guys will be back. And we'll turn it on. So, see you guys in a minute. Alright guys, so I finally got the cable management done. Holy cow. that took me a long time. Having a big radiator like that with 3 fans and having to make them like loop around and everything like that, and just all the other cables in general. I finally got a cable managed. It's not like perfect. Like here, I'll show you. Oh wow, you really can't see. There we go. All right, so to me, the hardest thing to cable manage, because I know you see all that right there and you're like, holy cow, that's hideous. And I know, but the thing is, that's the biggest difficulty was the SATAs. Like these little things right here were impossible. And I put this bar back on just to make it look a little bit sleeker. You could just say, well, why didn't you use zip ties? The thing is, I really didn't have to for the way I did everything, because I made everything loop around it so it like stay in place. I am probably gonna zip tie this down or whatever, because these are like fan cables right here. So yeah, I'm gonna zip tie that down. But either way, the glass side panel right here, it closes, it locks in and secures. So that was like my main goal right there. So yeah, these like little SATA ports right here, these were really what got in the way so much. And also just having this like this whole thing right here, these 2 cords are USB 3.0. So I don't know why Corsair, when they made this case, they went with 2 cords instead of just 1 cord. I don't know. I don't think every other case has that unless I'm losing my mind. But yeah, and then also these like fan cords right here as well that go to the liquid cooler. So yeah, now I just gotta install the graphics card and power it on. So I'll see you guys when I put the graphics card in. Alright guys, so I finished building it. As you can tell, I'm not good holding the camera, but you can't really tell, but there's the graphics card in there all installed and everything. So moment of truth right here, boys. Oh, I see some lights going on already. Okay. Okay. Okay, turned off again. Sometimes they turn off and turn back on. I don't know why I hear that liquid so good. It kind of freaks me out a little, hearing the liquid cooler like that. But it's no longer blinking again, dude. Holy crap. That little air from the motherboard looks insane. It freaks me out that I can hear the liquid that well. VGA, I don't know. Video card. Everything's connected to the video card. All right, well, I'm pretty sure. Can't really tell, but here's the front right here. Hearing that liquid freaks me out, so I'm gonna turn it off and turn it back on and like move the pipes a little, because as you can see a little right there, it looks like it's kind of, you know, straining it a little. It's freaking me out that I can hear it that well. I don't know if like one of the tubes got loose, but from just listening to this and just like having air. Okay, yeah, okay, so I did everything right. So the fans right here are blowing air down, and this fan right here is blowing air out. And from the feeling of everything, it's doing everything perfectly right. So that makes me really, really happy. Wait, did I do that right? Yeah, I think I did that right. But yep, there it is right there. And now I gotta just hook it up to a monitor and turn it back on and see what it boots to. Alright guys, so I'm finally on Windows. I finished downloading Windows and everything, and I'm just so happy that like everything's just like working so well. Like I got a 4 terabyte hard drive and I already had my M.2, which was also another terabyte. And just having that much space is like such a nice feeling, because I would always have to like either delete something as soon as I was done with it and everything like that. So just having that much space feels really good, just reinstalling everything and not being like, maybe I should download it on this hard drive or M.2 or whatever. So that's just a really good feeling, and it is super quiet. Like I downloaded everything that was like really important. Here, I'll just show you guys here 1 second. So I downloaded, you know, the main important stuff like Sony Vegas to edit my videos, OBS, Audacity, Elgato, Steam, whatever, blah, 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 and the IQ software to control the fans. And I was like messing with it. I put it to like extreme, which means like the fans are going to be blowing as much as they can. And like, it's very, very quiet. Like, I was like, maybe I did something wrong and it's not like performing how it should be. But then just looking at the numbers, it actually is. They're just that quiet. The fans I was using before, like if you really listen into my videos, because I would hear it while editing it and I would like try to cut it out as much as possible. And now it's like it's performing the same way, actually better and quieter as well. So I'm really, really, really happy about that. And it's like 2 a.m. now, so like I'm still kind of tired. That's why I'm having a hard time talking right now. But like as soon as I hooked it up to my monitor, everything booted up to the BIOS. Everything went so smooth. Like I thought there was really gonna be a problem. Like I really thought it was gonna be too good to be true and everything. So I'm just really happy that, because like the one thing that annoys me the most about computers is troubleshooting. Those are the most annoying things ever, especially when it comes to software stuff. And the fact that nothing happened makes me just so happy. And I can't wait to, you know, play Modern Warfare on PC, even though I did before. But my last video, I actually did not. I was actually trying to, but I just did not want to kill my PC before. So right now, I should be able to record and play at Modern Warfare perfectly without any troubles at all. And I'm just so excited, dude. Like, I'm like the biggest computer nerd ever. Like, I try to hide it actually, but if you really like got to know me, you know, you're gonna figure that out about me. It's like if you bring up computers, I'm gonna go like, oh really? You got there's a look at this motherfucker flying in my face. This son of a bitch is flying up in my face. Oh, okay then. So that was a random one, but yeah, I just like when I got my new parts, I also just got like a flash drive, so I just put all like my old stuff, like just pictures and stuff like that, back onto the new hard drive now. So this is basically a new computer with just the same RAM and the same graphics card, because my RAM's I've actually got 32 gigabytes of 3200 megahertz, which is actually really fast RAM comparing that with the Intel processor, especially the i9. That's gonna work really well. And I had a lot of confidence in myself while rebuilding this actually, because I built, I think, like 5 computers. So like I'm pretty sure there was the first time I built mine, which is like in the same case and everything. It was just the older parts. Built one at school. I built my grandfather's. I actually just last week rebuilt my friend's as well. And you might know him a little in my previous videos, Fusing My Ashel. I don't know why, I laugh every time I watch that. But he actually has a YouTube channel. I'll link him in the description. Go show him some love right there. And my 5th time was actually just now. So this is my 5th computer build, because I took everything completely apart. So it's basically rebuilding my computer-ish. I think I just reused 3 parts. Yeah. If you really, actually, yeah, I wouldn't count. Okay, we'll say 4 if you really want to count a case as a part. But yeah, so now I just got to reinstall everything. I already got most of it. I just got to reinstall all the games and stuff like that, and just make sure everything's running at how it should be. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm just so happy, dude. Like, this was like the biggest stress thing right here. So like, I got all my drivers and everything all up to date, and this whole thing went by really fast. Like, yesterday when I first started recording, it took me about 8 hours to really get to where I was when I first started again today. And now today took me about 6 hours. So the second day took me 6 hours. So it took me about 14 hours to do this computer, which does sound like a long time, but like I took a lot of time and effort into cable management, because cable management last time was not that good. It did not satisfy me that well. I kind of half-assed it a little, but this time, like, it actually looks really professional when you look at it from the front. The back you really don't care about because no one sees it in the back. So in the front, I'm really proud of myself. So yeah, that's really it. So this is gonna be my first video editing basically on my new computer. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys later.